Modded.
Okay guys, welcome back to Show Me the Model Thing. As usual, deadline is the 13th of the month for an upload on the 20th. And first up we have Clowny Nerf, and he says he's continuing to paint some cartoons from my childhood. Angry Beavers, and these are his words, was one of my favourites. Even if it had a short run, it was still pretty funny. The Krylon blue paint gave me problems as usual because Krylon sucks. The proprietary nozzle on the can is such a pain in the ass. I think I know what he means. I think it's the same as we have a brand over here in Australia. The paint cracked and fissured and had to spend more time than I wanted to fix it. Wasn't able to completely patch it, but it looks better than a bunch of fissures in the paint. The wood grain paint on the handle seemed appropriate, and the brothers on the blaster itself. I'm assuming he means those characters. And that's it. He doesn't give me any performance, didn't even tell me what the blasters are. I'm assuming they're from the Rebel range because they're nice and smooth and cute. But yeah, great stuff. Love the colours, love the little figures as well. Okie dokie. Next up we have that crazy builder, the Prince of Jank. And he says this is a work in progress right now. And he wants to refine its appearance. And it's just a plunger basically. It's a grease gun from AliExpress that I've hot glued a post onto so I can fire rockets. It will also fire full and short darts. In the future I'd like to add a foregrip, which would be useful. And maybe a pistol grip at the back, near the trigger, which might be difficult as the trigger goes forward instead of backwards. Yeah, you've got some work there, mate. But yeah, okay, so basically it's a plunger in need of everything else. And as usual, he's included a little movie of him firing it, and you can see his problems. He's got an internal without a body, basically. So, yeah. Work on that, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next email. We'll have the rest of the actual plaster around it. Okie dokie, who's next? Okay, this is Darty Based Art, and he sent a few, which is great because I've only got 4 submissions this time. But he says his first one is Big Irene, a Nerd Fortnite 6-ish, minimised for convenience of loading and overall usability, plus the Weaver rail so I could affix a flashlight or laser. I believe it sort of reduces that forced perspective that they use in the design language of the Fortnite blasters. Yes, absolutely hate it. Can't stand it myself, but anyway. I used a special edition Orange Modworks metal hammershot kit and removed the dart post from the cylinder so I could fire half darts if I like, but did not remove the air restrictor. Oh, blasphemy. I discovered the internals of the 6-ish are a bit different from the hammershot, so the OMW kit didn't work initially, but I machined it to the correct specs and it functions beautifully. Painted it stainless steel with brass and ultra chrome details. The next one, he says he calls it the Duty Special. A ZQW Viper 200S. I'm not sure if you'd care to feature it, as its most components are either stock or official ZQW upgrade parts, with the exception of a red fibre optic pit in the front sight post. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's a mod, so it's in. Apart from that, the grips are vinyl dyed black and titanium relief is done on the emblems to match the barrels. He's given me no performance details, but apart from that, it's a cute looking little pistol. Particularly like the black shine to it. I'm assuming he is very careful where he uses it, because yes, you could get very in trouble with it. Now the last one he sent in is, I'll just read what he says. This is amazing. This is an IFB Guardian Lynx I have named Dumbed Money, a fully CNC'd aluminium construction internally and externally, with bearing assisted priming block, a 550mm worker barrel paired with a monstrous spring and fully turned seals. It was hitting at a fairly consistent 325 feet per second. Cosmetically, I replaced the included CNC pistol grip with a lighter, more modular one from APS and a worker foregrip for priming. An adjustable angled riser for the fancy Holy Warrior optic, for which the hood has been chemically stripped of its black finish to match the overall scheme. The butt pad had been coated in trucker's bed liner for a warmer, more comfortable feel. I chose to use a Worker Harrier magazine because I thought it would suit well, but had to shorten it by 5 rounds to accommodate the silhouette. At the front was a ZQW bicar with collet chemically stripped to match the cut-down Worker Harrier sniper rifle barrel shroud, also chemically refinished to match. My God, he's gone to a lot of work, and it sounds like he's got a fully equipped workshop. And he says he mentioned the fancy optic. It has many cool features such as compass, thermometer, rangefinder, sliding calculator for holdover, 15 different rectal options, and probably even more stuff I haven't figured out. I'm pretty sure it's smarter than I am. Well, just building this thing, it's demonstrated how smart you are, Darty, but it's gorgeous. I'd love one of those. Well done. Impressive work. Just having a look at the close-up photos. I mean, I just love to be let loose in his workshop for 20 minutes. I mean, God, he does some wonderful work. You should quit your job and start producing blasters for us old folks, Darty. You really should. Okay, enough of drooling over that. And last up today, we've got a piece from the crazy of crazies, Papa Bludgeon. Now he says, here's my latest entry for Show Me the Model Thing, the budget shotty. I picked up a Mad Mega Barrel minus a drum mag from a thrift shop and initially planned to make it a chain-fed blaster, but I couldn't consistently get it to catch the chain. So I mused about making it a mag-fed and thought that since it's a decent-sized blaster, why should it be limited to one type of ammo? I ripped out the drum mechanism and made a few other shell cuts and printed off a few brackets, and now it could take silly shells, as you do. I then started to tinker with the idea of making a mag-fed shell. Version 1, I could accept mags, but had no air seal. Version 2 solved this with a brass barrel, and I did try to make a third with a 3D printed bolt, but I couldn't get it to consistently work. I went back to version 2 and printed off a false suppressor to finish off the shell. If you want to make your own mag-fed silly shell, go to my printable page and I'll put a link down below. And he says there's probably even more stuff I haven't figured out yet. And he also says I'm pretty sure it's smarter than I am. Okay, so we're getting a lot of intelligent gun Nerf blasters around, so AI is getting everywhere apparently. But this is pretty cool looking. I mean, you got to admit, X-Shot, from a visual aesthetic point of view, they really make the blasters look sci-fi, utilitarian, look cool. And his photos, I mean, this one, it appears to be a side-mounted bracket to carry your extra barrels, which is certainly unique as far as I'm concerned. First time I've seen that sort of thing. But the actual blaster itself, very nice looking, very clever, out-of-the-box sort of thinking. Yeah, and the blaster itself looks, virtually stock. I wonder how comfortable it is. I wonder if it would need the extension to the butt just to make it a bit more comfortable for us bigger people. But very nicely done. Okay, guys, that's it for this episode. Only 4 submissions this time, so it's pretty short. Thanks everybody for submitting. Keep spreading the word, and I'll see you all next month. Bye now.